Hey Legionnaires, and we are back in the world of Rome 2 Total War for you today, and today we have another glorious siege battle here as a 3v3 siege is about to take place here, as we have the Iceni joining with two very unusual allies in Colchis and Galatia here. So I guess they got some fellow Celtic allies, but yeah, Colchis, an unusual one, and very unusual to see them on the attack. I imagine we can see a lot of axemen, a lot of Carly axemen being spammed out here for this assault. And facing them on the defense today, we do in fact have Carthage and Arverni. So I think there are two Carthage armies by the looks of it. So yeah, this is going to be certainly a very, very interesting one, that is for sure. So I guess fellow Celts on either side of this one today is certainly going to be an interesting one. I can't remember what map this is that we are on. I really need to start to remember the names of the maps. But we've seen this one quite a few times on the channel. Oh, and we have Bactria, of course, actually. So we don't have two Carthage armies. Usually you can see all their artillery, like the war artillery. But I guess Bactria didn't decide to bring any. So yes, we have Bactria, Carthage, and also Arverni. So should be a very, very interesting one. Bactria and Colchis, don't often see them, I feel like, so it's nice to see them. And Iceni, we've seen quite recently as well. Very, very strong faction. Got good, strong heavy infantry to match those Arverni heavy infantry as well. It looks like actually the ambushes here that got sent in first, they're going to get overwhelmed here by Libyan infantry and by those Celtic warriors. So a first failed wave really there for the Iceni. And now it's going to be the time of this ambush unit, I imagine. But its tower is slowly burning. They do need to be careful of that. Guys, you'd be smoking, in fact. I'd start landing if I was you. Otherwise, you may be in trouble. But yeah, it seems as though the tactics here up to date. Galatian swords, they're not bringing a lot of these legionaries. Actually, they've got probably got a fair few of them in reserve. Yeah, it seems like Galatian swords, Galatian legionaries. The usual sort of build for Galatia, in fact. And then Iceni seems like he's going to be bringing a lot of chosen sword band, which is no surprise there. And then he's also got his heroic noble. So yeah, going a lot of heavy infantry for today's siege. We've got a few more like light units, but mostly are heavies. Carly, what we can see is just really axes. There's a couple of spear units as well, Eastern spearmen, to just support the flanks, I guess. But they're not going to do a lot in the actual like make a difference in today's siege. I'm surprised I don't have the spears actually defending against any potential sally outs instead of like swords or like the axes, because spears are a better anti-cav unit. They'd be a better unit to be used for that. But anyway, if you're enjoying the Rome 2 sieges and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. I'm trying to get more like Rome 2 content on the channel, because I know it is by far and away probably the most popular historical title for Total War still at the moment, like quite a bit. And so I know people do enjoy Rome 2 probably a lot more than some other Total Wars. But yes, it's good to be back in Rome 2, that's for sure. It's probably my most played Total War myself, actually. That or Attila, it's got to be one of those. So yeah, it is nice to be back. I do remember when I used to play this game a lot, just casually. But my gosh, I think I burnt myself out from that. Maybe I'll have to try and get back and doing some casual Rome 2 sieges, get you some replays, some epic replays from what I may have done in my downtime. But it seems like Carly, or Colchis I should say, not Carly. Colchis is setting up his troops. He's in fact is landing his Eastern Spearmen. I imagine these guys are going to do little to no good. I'll also get up the kills, because you guys seem to like to see what's going on in the kills. So I imagine we won't even see a single kill for these Eastern Spearmen. Look at that. 0 so far. And they've already lost like 20 men. No surprise there. We have more Eastern Spearmen landing on the walls. I think they're just sending these guys in first, trying to weaken the enemy. I don't know if they'll actually achieve that. But yeah, sending those guys in. Have they got killed? Yeah, 0 kills and they've lost like 60 men. Eastern Spearmen, probably one of the trashiest units around. In go these Eastern Spearmen again. Just going to just rush on in. Try and go for these Celtic warriors down here. Keep stabbing away, boys. Get some pretty easy kills on these Eastern Spearmen. Yeah, oh wow, this one got 1 kill. That is actually an achievement for them. But yeah, as you can see now, we have Cartley Axeman, or Axeman actually just landing. I imagine the more elite Cartley ones will start to land very shortly too. But it's going to be Colchis in first. To be fair, if I wanted anyone to go in first, it would be Colchis. They probably have the weakest of the armies. Let them send in their infantry first, weaken, use up all the enemy's ammunition, and then send in the more heavier, the more heavy-hitting Iceni and Galatian troops. Yeah, the Axemen are doing a little bit more damage, which is good to see. Yeah, these Eastern Spearmen already starting around. We've got Cartley Axemen now in here as well, so the even more elite Axe unit. They should get through these light infantry, but we will see. The Celtic warriors aren't that great, but they do provide a lot of javelins. And it seems like that is exactly what the defenders are doing as well. A lot of javelins, lots of arrows as well. We've got Gallic hunters up here. They're focusing everything down, and it's a pretty nice angle that they're getting onto the side of these Cartley Axemen, yet losing decisively. Seems that's not going to work. Iceni's landed over here again. Ambushes are winning slightly in this fight against the Celtic warriors. And also, yeah, you can see Galatia has actually made a really, really good start, actually. He's actually managed to land and get a fair way off. Seems like Bactria maybe wasn't ready for him. Bactria Hillman here, he's bringing up a lot of. So, yeah, that's not a lot of good. And these aren't that great. They're like worse than the Axemen that Colchis is going to bring. So yeah, these are mediums. Mediums at best. We are seeing some better troops now coming up. The thorax swords. The bread and butter of any Hellenic faction. Cheap, heavy infantry that will do well. Usually, but it's also the most erratic unit. Like, sometimes I see it get like 0 kills. Well, not 0, but close to 0. Sometimes they can go and get 200-300 kills. They are a very, very, like, random unit. You can go and get some good kills, and then one day just do terrible. Yeah, lots of thorax. No surprise there. It's a cheap, effective unit for defenders to bring. Mercenary Gallic warriors being defeated here by Galatia. Seems like the defenders are holding relatively well. The attackers are not really getting very far. Certainly Colchis is spending a lot of forces trying to break through this front line, but he has to. Can't just stand outside the walls. It's a siege. There you go, wavering and routing troops. It's not those Gallic warriors, it's the Celtic warriors down there. I'd say the best place to break through is going to be this Levy Freeman here. Break through this Levy Freeman, wrap around, and it looks like actually Iceni might have broken through over here as well with ambushes. You can see there is a gap in the line here. Iceni needs to take advantage of it and try and flank some units, try and route them. Because just so Colchis can be released. But yeah, I'd also get this living infantry into play, but it looks like it might be about to be tied down by some Cartley Axemen. But yeah, really, actually it's mercenary noble fighters. It's not. I thought it was living infantry because it's on the front lines. No, they're throwing in their elites already. Carthage is going all in on this front wall. We've got a few more like heavier infantry coming in now. For Iceni as well. I think I saw, yeah, a Chosen Sword Band landing. Galatia is making the most progress, but I wouldn't say I think he's kind of hit a wall himself now. Those thorax joining the fight have joined just at the right moment. I mean, these are just base Galatian swords. There aren't his legionaries that are still yet to come up. I think he might still have plenty of those to go in. Oh, there you go. Actually, funnily enough, there are some Galatian legionaries going in. Now, I'd say these guys will beat the thorax 9 times out of 10. Usually they beat them, but we'll see. There's more legionaries over here, actually, and they are winning. Oh, they're fighting Hillman, that's why. Iceni landing more troops. Certainly over here in this area, they seem to be having a bit of luck. Anyway, they're landing a lot of troops, and this could be a good base of operations. They're routing more Celtic warriors over here. You can beat back these Iberian warriors here, then they can link up the two fronts here. Iceni and Galatia can be linked up. They almost are anyway. And it looks like they're also retreating over here, maybe to allow Colchis to land. I don't know. I mean, Colchis got a unit pretty deep in. I don't know how he's managed this. How have you got your unit here, sir? How? We've got some, looks like some Italian swords here. They'll clean them up. Here we go, Carl the Axeman landing on the wall again. Making an attempt to. I just get this Libyan infantry back as well. Like, this unit is just stood, 73 men just stood on the wall here. You could literally get off the wall, surround this ambusher. Like, they're just landing either side of the Libyan infantry. They don't give a damn about that unit. Then you go the Carl the Axeman again. Into the Italian swords. Start hacking away, boys. Take some limbs off. Yeah, those Carl the Axemen seem like they're doing just fine right now. You just got to find gaps in the defense of the attackers and try and get through them. They have the overwhelming numbers. Balance power actually is in favor, I'd say, of defenders. Looking at that, I'd say that's slightly in favor of defenders. That's actually incredible. Whether that's down on numbers, maybe just number spam. Usually, total war balance power does just look at numbers rather than quality. Javi's still flying on in. Look at this. And the arrows. And this Galatian legionnaire here is getting focused down. Yeah, losing. No surprise there. We've now got Chosen Sword Band going in. They're going to start slicing and dicing these thorax swords. And then they go. I would have thought that these guys, let's have a look at the stats actually. 33 melee attack, 38, wow actually, I was about to say I think these sword band would beat them, but evidently not. The thorax are not to be messed with, they're already at 120 kills. I don't think they're all from that unit, but it could be. These archers are doing an absolute worldy job right now. I mean, they are doing really well, nearly at 100 kills between most of them. They're really focusing down these units. Anything that comes over here just gets absolutely nuked by arrows. Seems like they're having a bit more success over on this side now. Iceni is helping Galatia and Colchis push up. They're getting quite a way in. The Iberian swords here definitely outclassed, but they're just going to hold the line, let the arrows do the work. It's kind of how you got to play defenders in Rome 2. There you go. I think they've wrapped up that Iberian unit there, and yeah, basically this whole defense over on this side is gone. They've done the job. There's no Noble Fighter here though, is still here, which I don't know why he's just put this unit on the wall. It's an elite unit as well. It's just gonna be isolated and killed eventually, but you can see that the attacks is giving it a wide berth right now. They don't want to go and engage this unit. 56 melee attack. I wouldn't be engaging that unit. So they want to go after all these archers. That is certainly a big kill there. There's 4 units of archers up here. Some of them Cretan bows as well. Oh, these Cretan archers are going to do well. Would do well. How many kills have they got? 21, 8. I don't know if they fired much ammo. 58. Another one got 134. They're losing instantly as they went into combat. Sad to see Celts killing Celts, and they should really be uniting together. Taking on the enemies of the Celtic culture. Got a thorax swords there getting surrounded. What have we got there? Painted ones. Okay, so they're basically like naked swords, but for the Iceni, almost. Actually, these guys had the audacity to put trousers on. Good on them. They got some pretty good melee stats. They do outclass slightly the thorax, but armor-wise, they do not. There you go. Seems as if Thorax are going to just mop up those guys. And they're just dealing with the remaining archers pair. And then that is kind of like the first layer over and done with. The defenders, I imagine, will probably retreat to these choke points here, where we have some scaled Thorax hoplites waiting. Imagine they'll retreat to there, and also this choke point over here next. I imagine. Can't see them staying in this valley. I mean, in theory, they could just hold these two choke points that the Thorax are currently in. But it's not really the greatest spot. Really, also, well, actually, these are pretty on slingers. But any ranged units here, the Syrian archers, should really be setting up over here. And they could start trying to shoot into the side and affect these battles that the Thorax are fighting in, just to give themselves a little advantage. That's what I'd be doing. And not really use their arrows, have the attackers. And it's kind of cost them a bit. They haven't got masses of melee left, actually, outside the walls. Which, yeah, shows they got a lot in, but they also, I feel like, haven't got lots of infantry just inside the walls either. It seems like they burn out through a lot. Obviously, the heroic nobles are still left to go in. Vicene, they'll be heavy hitting. They've still got a fair few Galatian legionnaires, Kali Axemen as well, but yeah, not much left in that sense. I also like how the Iceni have brought a chariot general. There's no gate yet to capture for them to use that general. There is actually cavalry over here as well. Heavy horse of Arvernes here, waiting patiently for a sally out on something. So it looks like they'll wait for probably archers or something like that. I don't think they'll get any of these generals. Noble blood cavalry. Say that again. Noble blood cavalry. And also noble horse. They are not going to be got. You could probably get the chariot actually in a cav fight. These are, well, they're heavy chariots apparently, but chariots don't do well against cavalry. And yeah, with those archers all being cleaned up over here, butchered to the last man. The legionnaires are done over here really. Looks like they're going to capture this tower. They are getting shot at by other archer towers for doing this. We'll go down here. Cretan archers again. Using some much needed ammunition on these legionnaires that are a bit battered up. And we now have Kali Axemen engaged over here against the Thorax. So the fighting continues. The defenders refuse to give up these choke points. They're not retreating just yet to the next line of defense. Thorax are winning. And, well, actually it helps because they get flanking. I didn't even realize that's the second unit just come into the flanks. He's going to allow the heroic nobles and the legionnaires here though to flank themselves. And now the Thorax has pulled through this combat to retreat. They're going to lose a fair few men for that. They shouldn't really also be allowed to do that. That's the risk of like flanking, that you could yourself be counterflanked. So they shouldn't really have done that. But yeah, if I was the attackers now, I'd start pushing on this way. Just get around. I think that Arverni Cav has moved over to this side now. We also have the General's Bodyguard here for Carthage. So if they wanted to, they could countercharge with those guys. But otherwise, I would think about retreating if I was the defenders. This choke point is very tough to defend. Especially since you can, again, set up archers here and you can just start firing over the top. But looks like they brought all their archers inside, so it doesn't look like they're going to try and do any sort of tactic like that. Maybe they're worried about the heavy horse. It might be a good reason. I'd certainly be getting up archers, yeah, here, setting them up in this compound as well. Fire into all of the sides of these units here. It's easy kills then. Best thing to do in any Total War siege is try and get flanking shots or back shots with your archers. You do so much more damage, especially to a shielded unit. So yeah, so I mean, if they set up in this compound here, the attackers, they'll get a lot of side shots in, what, 4 units down here? And you can see Bactria is aware of this. It's now forcing him to retreat because he doesn't want to stand here and get shot in the side. So he's now actually giving up this choke point rather than standing there and defending it and being shot in the side. So, really nicely done there by the attackers. That is why archers are very important. Even if they don't fire their sheer presence often comes sometimes when you choke points. And that is one of them there. It's actually going to send back a thorax that gets sacrificed. Don't know if this is a wise idea. The archers will make easy pickings of these thorax. Kali Axeman winning as well. I think that is because of the thorax. Yeah, not really mixed responses on what is happening on this defense, because Carthage is pushing more men forward, but Bactria is retreating. So really, either Bactria needs to go forward again and reclaim that point, which is basically impossible now, or Carthage needs to start retreating what troops he has over here, because he's sending over more Gallic warriors, mercenary Italians, sending them into this little compound over here, as part of the fort, just to, I guess, defend here? I don't know what he's doing, really. He's not going out the gate with them, is he? But yeah, he needs to really retreat, because Bactria is retreating. That means he will be cut off by the attackers over here. Yep, and these Arverni Cav will be as well. Bit of a miscommunication there by the defenders, I think. We're now seeing the Syrian archers. Sorry, they're setting up on this wall, and they'll be able to start focusing down that unit. I mean, they won't get great shots. They're kind of at the end of their angled shot period. There's not really many more opportunities to get good angled shots. Maybe set up here. You can set up here and then fire across into this sword unit here, the Chosen Sword Band, Swordsman. Sorry, but that's it really. Cav here, I guess, trying to delay the Carthaginian retreat. This Cav is pretty redundant at this point if it retreats behind here. Well, I guess you could sally out the back. There is another gate back here, which you are allowed to sally out through. But yeah, this infantry needs to get back. It's more important. Like, where is he going with this infantry? Oh, why did he back off? He should have just persisted, carried on the fight. Balance power, I'd still say, is ever so slightly in favor of the defenders. So really, I guess maybe he wants to retreat, use these towers to support. He certainly can beat 50 Kali Axemen. They're not that scary. Whether he's scared of the more healthy Kali Axemen that's coming around the corner, that might be the case. Here we go. I think he's gonna try and surround this unit here. That's what he's trying to do. And now he can go with these Italian swords, and they'll start to slice and dice whatever is left of these Kali Axemen, which isn't really a lot. They routed very easily. Now can they do the same with this Kali Axeman? I don't think so. We're also seeing Eastern archers moving up for Colchis. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be a head-on assault here. Oh, he's going to try and flank with the Italians. Whether Icene should really be sending over a unit here trying to support, he probably should be, because yeah, this Kali Axeman might be in danger of getting himself killed. That's the Italian swords. Where are they going? Are they going after the archers? Don't think that's the best move. Go, just try and kill this other Kali Axeman. Just leaving their Gallic comrades to die. There has been an assault, a temporary assault on this side here. Actually look like those scaled thorax were getting annihilated, to be honest. I don't know why they've retreated these Chosen Sword Band, but they have. I would have carried on the fight. It seemed like he was doing a really good job, mate. Unless he's going to cycle charge with his infantry, he might do, or he's just going to let the archers just try and focus down these scale hoplites. Yeah, I mean, either tactic does kind of work, but yeah, really he should just be charging in and annihilating that unit. Kali Axemen are now engaging those Italian swords, so the Italians did return, and again are leaving. Oh, I guess there is another Kali Axemen to deal with. And these will be some easy kills here for the Axemen. And there you go. They were swamped. Those poor Italians. And now the defenders are just defending this final sort of, well, second to last phase. I don't know what I just saw a lot of jabbies going off trying to, like, just killing a few scale hoplites. Well, that's good that they wasted ammo doing that. But yeah, now it is the defenders' like last 2 choke points before the final choke point. So this is the final choke point here usually, and then there'll probably be pikes or something here. Well, actually, yeah, it's here. Sorry, it's here with final choke points. Probably put pikes there. They might try and defend this point as well. And often you see this point defended as well by defenders. We'll see how well it goes. They might, if they hold so well here, then they might just stay here. If they need to retreat, they have got a couple more choke points they can use. They could have got another archer tower back there that they can try and support themselves with. We have pikes back here waiting. Thorax pikes, Persian elite archers, and more Cretans. So they've got some decent support for their pikes. Attackers, I feel like, still haven't really used a lot of their archer ammo, so they'll be pretty good for ammo to try and take out that pike unit. We are seeing, I think this is the Chosen Swordband again. They look really, this is just Swordband. I was going to say, Swordband look very under armor. Chosen Swordband otherwise would look very under armor. Yeah, the Thorax here, fighting on. They should beat these guys. I do like the officer helmet for the Iceni. Look at that. We thought that as a design was gonna help. It's probably for trying to intimidate your enemies, but still, yeah, just having 2 horns come out of it, just kind of look like a bit like a cow. So, yep, all these troops back here that aren't in combat just getting shot at. They should really just retreat unless they're needed there. Fighting has also started to commence on this side here as we have Karl the Axeman going in against Chosen Swordband, or Chosen Swordsman, sorry. Chosen Swordsman, not Swordband. That is the Iceni. Again, I think the Arverni should win in this fight, really. Their swordsmen are much, much better than the Karl the Axeman, but they found a way round. There you go, look at that. Don't know if this is really going to achieve a lot, because there is reserves ready to help clean up these Axemen, but it is highlighting a little weakness in the defense of the Arverni on this side. They really need to bring up another infantry unit, try and take advantage like this. Heroic nobles, get them around the corner, let them engage the next line of defense, cause some issues. We have got the general in here. They have captured this gate, so allow them to get generals inside. Again, this chariot should probably do the same. Should probably get inside. He could potentially get hundreds of kills, the chariot, but it's unlikely. It's very tightened up, very... What are they firing at with their arrows? Mostly Syrian archers, okay. But yeah, it's a bit tight now for chariots. There's not much room. They need a lot of room to maneuver, those guys. Get a good run up. See, this is a good old line battle here, or infantry battle. They're not exactly a line battle, not like Napoleonics, they're just shooting each other. They are in fact slashing, hacking, doing whatever's needed. The Chosen Swordband here, chipping away at the defenders. Even though they're losing, in fact, yeah. Well, we already know this matchup goes in favor of Bactria. Oh yeah, look at this. Defenders having all their archers right now just picked apart by the attacking archers. There's a good battery of Syrian archers down here, I think, that are just, yeah, annihilating these guys. So yeah, very nicely done. They're getting rid of all these archers, which is what the defenders need. More Syrian archers here of Bactria. They'll be the next target, I imagine. Looks, oh, actually, Arverni's pushed out a little too far here, I think. Or maybe because Colchis has got around. That also could be it. Karl the Axeman are taking on these Chosen Swords, beating them. But now we have a cav unit in here also charging. And here he goes into a general. And we have our first general in battle. The Colchis general here. If he can kill this cavalry, it'd be very, very handy. Well, killing anything right now would be very, very handy. As an attacker. They're still... Well, actually, no, I'd say they're even. I'd say bounce power is even now. But I was gonna, they have been for a long time behind, absolutely. Gallic Hunters going in there, saving their sword comrades, letting them get out of there. Get this general back as well. I don't know if Carthage really has much left. It might just be down to Arverni. and Bactria. But they still need that general. He could help with his inspires or the scare abilities, whatever he's got. It's turning into a meat grinder. Is this choke point here? Bactria's doing a very good job. Just keep on killing, boys. Just keep on killing. Yeah, the Thorax there winning, no surprise. They're going to need to send up some fresher troops, like the Galatian Legionnaires maybe, or send in like some heroic nobles. But, oh, yeah, the general has been caught out. I had a feeling he was going to be. I didn't think Carthage was really paying attention to what was going on. Otherwise, he would have pulled back his general a lot earlier. Yeah, Carthage here getting his general surrounded by noble blood cavalry and also the noble horse. Here, the two generals uniting together to kill another general. And yet that Carthage general dying will see the end of Carthage, I have a feeling. I like how this chariot is still just chilling here. It's at least by the right gate now. It can actually come in if it wanted to and try and do something, but it's unlikely. There's not much that it's like going to get done. Also, you don't want to lose it when Iceni still have a fair few heavy hitting troops. Still got those heroic nobles to see some action. And it looks like we are going to see the final choke point defended here by Thorax Pikes, Bactrian Royal Guard. What else we got? Libyan Infantry, Mercenary Noble Fighters, Archer. Oh my god, another Pike unit. Yeah, Bactria is stacked here. He is ready to go. So yeah, probably going to see a bit of a slowdown now in the actual attack. We'll probably see a lot of archer fire coming in, trying to kill these Thorax, weaken them. Or they could just attack where the pikes aren't, attack this chosen sword here. But we will see what happens. There you go. I think that's Carthage's general dead. And we have also got the chariots inside now. So finally every attacking unit is inside the walls. So we'll see what the plan is first. Seems like Iceni setting up a few little Brennan and Slinger units that are really battered. They're getting shot up by shooting at the Thorax Pikes. We're also going to have Bactrian Royal Guard, I think. Going into shield wall, they'll pike stack, and they will make it a much tougher job for shooting these pikemen. That's what you got to do. Protect your pikemen. They've got a second one though, so it's not the end of the world. Capturing archer towers over here, kind of important, I guess. Get rid of those archer towers. You can then either you can use them on the enemy. I mean, I don't think they'll be able to shoot from this range. Also, capturing this point, I guess, helps with morale, which is something as well. It could be very, very important. Final cap point, though, is here at the sort of Stonehenge structure. And we'll see in a moment how they're going to break through, because they don't have any pikes themselves to the attackers. It is going to be a tough one. It's going to come down to archers, really. Whether they could get archers around this gap here and shoot into the side, I don't know. It's not really a great side shot. Maybe here. I don't know if you can set archers up here and then they'd be in range. Or it looks like they're going to try and set up archers here, which is probably even better, actually. And they're going to shoot into the side. Yeah, they can shoot these elite Persian archers here. Deal with them. And once they dealt with that unit, then they can probably work their way. Well, actually, they got another unit here they got to kill. My gosh. A lot of elite Persian archers. Like, you're having a 3v1 right now. At least try and make it a 3v2. Trying to even up the odds a little bit. Yeah, the archers here, dueling away, doing their bit. There you go, breaking one. That's a very good win there for the elite Persian archers. And it looks like we're going to see Iceni just go in. I mean, I guess he's realized that the pikes have not got their pikes down. So he's caught the defenders unawares. Now he's going to try and take full advantage. He is losing still anyway. It doesn't seem like he's going to be breaking through. Chosen Sword Band proving that they're not that great of a very heavy infantry. A bit like the Thorax. The pikes are now down, and they're going to start poking away. So that will certainly help out the defenders. The attackers, though, might need to think about retreating. These pikes are pushing that line quite a way back. How are they doing on killing those archers? Yeah, they're slowly doing it. And those other archers return, which is, I guess, positive. Yeah, once the defenders are out of archers, it's just then free pickings onto those pikes. But they've still got a Syrian archer here as well. So actually, yeah, Bactria's kind of stacked when it comes to archers that are remaining. I don't think that they actually have enough to the attackers to try and break through here. We'll see though. Balance power, I'd say, again shifted ever so slightly back in favour of the defenders. Heroic nobles are just getting shot freely here. I'd probably retreat these guys. They are just getting focused down. And like I said, I feel like if you're going to attack anywhere, don't attack the pike line. Attack the sword line. Pikes, again, don't have their pikes out. So maybe the Iceni are going to go in again. They're javying. It's not a bad idea. Javy these Thorax down. Doing a pretty good job there. We're seeing one of the arch units rout. Are they going to start shooting another one of these Eastern archers? I just start shooting the pikes. Pikes are going to be the problem. Or shoot these chosen swords in the back while another unit engages them. That would also be a decent idea. These heroic nobles now in a javy fight with, well, the defenders. Look like they're doing okay. Oh, there you go. Pikes actually charging out. That is a bad move there by the defenders. Yeah, do not charge pikes out. They'll just get outflanked and killed. That's exactly what the attackers want you to do. Looks like could attack over on this side as well now, where the general just is. Because the pikes are right in the middle of that formation. There's a weakened unit. They're not stretched out as they could be. And it's now just how do the defenders crack this nut? This arrow tower here is in range of this front line, and it is actually probably chipping away at the defenders ever so slowly. These archer towers, it's like a one-hit kill really every time. Yeah, archers under 68 and dropping. Here we go. Yeah, more missiles coming in. And we're going to see a countercharge here from the chosen swords. They've had enough of these damn archers. And it's exactly again what the attackers want. Just units be baited out of this defensive line. We're going to see the Thorax here and the Bactrians. Bactrian Royal Guard just stand here and take their punishment. We are seeing a general come forward here. The chariots coming really close. Whether they're just going to use their javies, I don't know. Or whether he's thinking, well, the pikes aren't here. I'll just charge on through. They're right down here at the bottom. They're going to rout in a moment. Once they rout it, maybe he'll send in the chariots. They do cause a lot of damage. There you go, pikes routed. Formation for the Bactrian Royal Guard here, a bit sus. And I imagine they're going to start shooting, well, actually shooting at the rest of the archers. I guess they can't see the second pike, so yeah, can't shoot it. They could charge in with the chariots, run through this swordsman unit, probably run through a lot of this stuff here. It's whether he wants to risk it. Oh yeah, Bactria still has plenty of archers. It's just whether they have ammo, and it looks like they do. Easy way to tell is if they have their bows out or if they have their swords out. Oh, actually these Syrians have their swords out. That's not a good sign. They might be out of ammo, but the elite Persian archers have ammo. They're shooting back. Here we go, a counter charge trying to take out these Syrian archers of Galatians. Just everyone seems to have Syrian archers. A highly prized mercenary. Now got heroic nobles clashing in here. They should beat these chosen swords. They can quickly beat them, take advantage of this gap, but Arverni is quickly plugging up with more chosen swords. Still got some pretty nasty units back here. Living infantry are no flop usually, and then the mercenary noble fighters as well. I mean, yeah, living infantry 41 melee attack. It's pretty good. 56 for that noble fighter there, though. Oh boy, is that good. Heroic nobles aren't even that good. It's insane as this unit. I don't know if they've got anything that actually can compete with that. 44, 40. Yeah, they don't really actually. That is possibly going to be the army killer then. This one here, the mercenary noble fighter. That could be the army killer. Kind of wild that the most elite sword unit for Iceni is not even near like 50. It's 44. It's good, but it's not like good. I feel like they're well, I guess they also get chariots, which are supposedly like army killers. But yeah, Iceni a very weak faction, I feel like, when it comes to infantry actually. Kind of rely more on like guerrilla tactics to try and break through. Well, to try and break the enemy. As you can see, the choke point is getting pretty stacked right now. No sign of the final pike making a move up yet. Faction Royal Guard, the general is losing. That could also help if they kill him. Colchis' general is just freely getting shot at as well by the looks of it. He's losing men. And here comes the Britain general again. Again, I don't know what he's doing, but he's there. Galatia's throwing forward all of his remaining swords. It looks like this is a last gasp attempt here by the attackers. They are basically out of troops. There's no more mainline infantry to go in. The pike unit has made an appearance here. Thorax pikes forming phalanx, and they're going to go in. Thorax swords wavering, starting to break. Heroic nobles and also chosen swords losing. A typical thing to see in war. Everyone's a loser. Here we go, pikes come forward. So his pikes now, I mean the general's actually dead. Bactria's general has died at some point. If you hover over the units there, you see eager general dead. So he's died at some point. Morale seems to be just fine though. Carthage I thought had no troops left, but I just remembered he's lost his general as well. So their morale will be pretty shaken. Yeah, the Oathsworn general is the only general left for the defenders. But it might not matter, these pikes might be the ones to do the job now. The heroic nobles just getting themselves impaled on these pikes. It's a sad sight, really. There go the chosen swords going in. It's going to be Galatia sending his legionnaires one last time. I mean, he could go through this gap here. You can see now that the Bactrian Royal Guard's taking up position, defending it. But they could have gone through that gap, flanked the pikes. Got the Oathsworn... sorry, I thought this was the Oathsworn general going down, but it's not. It's chosen swords. They're going to take the counterattack to Galatia. The pikes are moving forward. They need to make sure they don't get flanked. rallies being popped there. Rallying these feeble attackers that remain. Galatian Legionnaires are losing. No surprise, they're fighting fresher, healthier chosen swords who have slightly worse stats to them, but the healthiness, like the AP damage has been done. Sorry, the HP damage has been done. So the Legionnaires is already affecting them in combat. These archers look like they're moving forward, maybe into combat. It's always a bad sign when you see archers dash into combat, running into pikes as well. They might want to dismount their generals. Yep, there they go. Glacier dismounting his general. He's going to send him in as a melee infantry unit. This Pike Phalanx is stopping a whole army right now. Can't dismount that chariot, that's for sure. He might just need to charge on through. And I don't know what Carly's doing. Bring up the remains of his troops up this way, maybe? I don't know. Galatia's about a chain route by the looks of it as well. Wavering across the front. Also, so is Colchis. He's starting to waver. Don't know if there's enough yet just to chain route. We'll see. If they send in a couple of generals to get them killed instantly, they might. Chariots going in though. Look at them. They get stuck instantly. That's the problem. There's just not enough room for them to kind of like just battle their way through. They're more of a field combat unit than they are like a siege. At least they got a siege. They got a sally out really. General is wavering here. So is Galatia's. That might be it actually, because yeah, I think Colchis just instantly charged in and got broken. Wow. And there you go, a costly enemy victory for the defenders. So well done there to the defenders winning that one. This was sent in by the Drunk Norwegian, who was playing as Iceni. Had a fairly tough time. He did do a lot of assaulting on that front line, and did lose a fair amount of troops there. But his ambush is getting 109 kills, 197 with another one here, 226 he got. His general getting a mere 11 kills. Yeah, Chariots just was not the one to bring. Slingers getting 91 kills. I only realized he only brought the 2 slingers as well. Yeah, I mean, they don't have bow units, so it is pretty tough for Iceni with the missile in the missile department. 155 chosen sword band, 205 for another one here, 248 for his heroic nobles, and then we have Thompson playing as Galatia. 198 kills with his Galatian Legionnaires there. 382 with another one. These guys doing clearly some very good heavy hitting. 207 there. His Galatian swords. 204, sorry. 334, 100, 109. Some decent kills there. His Levy Freeman getting 113. And then his mercenary Syrian archers getting 137 kills, 125, 136. Some standard kills there for them. Yashar playing as the final attacker as Colchis, 115 kills with his noble blood cavalry, 121 there with the Eastern archers, 204 with another one, 145 with the axeman, his Carly axeman getting 203, 119. And 158, some pretty good kills there. Then we have Ninja Master playing as one of the Arverni armies. His chosen swords over here getting 188, 136. And then his archers 134, 132, 197, some very good kills there. His Celtic warriors getting 191 kills, 168, 211. They did very well. 341. Oh my gosh, they did well. Then we have Liquid Grey playing as the Bactrian army. His archers 152 kills. His Syrian archers getting 138 kills. His general 90 kills. His pikes 258 kills. Wow. 209 with the thorax swords. 201. Yeah, these guys did really well actually. Thorax in this one had a very, very good game. 197. Then Just the Tip playing as Carthage. 122 kills with the Libyan infantry here. 133 with one of his Gallic warriors there. His Iberian Swords, 168, 100, 103. And then his Mercenary Noble Fighters getting 223 kills. They're very, very nice. But there you go, guys. That is today's Rome 2 Siege Battle. I hope you did enjoy. Do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here. And feel free to join the Discord if you want to send in your own Rome 2 replays or just get involved in some Total War action. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.